5 wardrobe essentials that every man needs. You gotta start with a great suit. You gotta have a navy suit. Why navy suit? Overall, it's the best color. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. Pretty much wear it to anything. You can go to a wedding, you can go to a funeral, you can do a speaking engagement in a navy suit. I really prefer a navy solid, maybe a little texture, real subtle pattern. And the reason is I can put a white shirt with it and a red tie and pretty much go to the dressiest meeting there is. At the same time, I can wear a pattern, check, even a floral shirt with just the coat, and I've got a great casual yet dressy look. The other, or number 2 item that's essential to every man's wardrobe is a navy sport coat. Some people might say a navy blazer, but I'm definitely more an advocate of a navy sport coat. What's the difference? Well, the difference is a navy blazer tends to be that old school coat that you wore when you were in elementary school. And as I remember going to a Valentine's party wearing my navy blazer with a pink tie and gold buttons. That's a blazer. Blazers tend to be solids. Sport coats, a little more fun. They tend to be patterns. So a navy sport coat is my second item for being essential to every man's wardrobe. The third essential to every man's wardrobe is one more sport coat. Now, this can be a lot of fun. If you're only gonna have one, you gotta have the navy because it's the one that goes with everything, less rememberable. And I say less rememberable, what I mean by that is if you wore it 5 days in a row, you don't get a lot of flack as that's the only sport coat you have. Now, you have a pink window pane sport coat and you wear that more than 1 day a week, even more than maybe twice a month, people are gonna remember and you're gonna get flack. Hey, is that the only coat you have? So your first coat is gonna be the navy sport coat. Your second, which I think is an essential, and the third thing of every man's essential wardrobe is a fun sport coat. So that can definitely show off your particular style, your taste, self-expression, wear what you want. Get something that's cool and fun and that make people go, man, that is a great sport coat. The fourth thing is another suit, okay? I think every man needs a gray suit, very much like the one that I'm wearing, okay? Now, you could go a little bit more on the classical side and go a dark charcoal gray suit that you felt like you could wear to most business meetings, or you could wear to funerals because it's dark. A suit like I'm wearing though, is just what I think is like a cool looking suit that I typically don't wear with a tie. I could. Most of the time I'm going to wear a patterned shirt. Like what I'm wearing today is actually a white patterned shirt, but more often I'm gonna wear something with a small check in it that's gonna give it just a more sporty, cool look. This particular coat has a fairly large window pane. So the rule would be is a window pane or a large pattern in your coat, then wear a smaller check on the shirt. It looks awesome. Theoretically, if you were traveling again, you could wear this coat as a sport coat, save you a little bit of packing if you were going somewhere for a few days and had to dress up multiple days. In the beginning, when you're starting, when you're building something, you want to have versatility. And women have known this for a long time. Us guys are just kind of now catching on to it. But you can take things and mix and match, and it makes your wardrobe look way bigger than it actually is. So the fifth essential to every man's wardrobe is 2 pair of pants. One is a charcoal gray trouser, typically a flat front trouser, no pleats, more on the trim side if you prefer. I kind of long for the day of the more full fitted pant, but that's not where we are, so everything is definitely a little more on the fitted side. So a very nice pair of charcoal gray, year-round weight, wool pants. You want it to be wool. The reason is wool lasts the longest. Wool travels the best. Wool is what you want in the majority of your wardrobe. The next thing is a really great pair of jeans. Now, being in the clothing business and being very, very difficult to fit in jeans and clothing in general, I wear custom jeans, and we make custom jeans at Tom James. Phenomenal product. Can't wear anything else now except for my custom-made jeans. I get plenty of length, they don't bind, they stretch, they wear wonderfully. I can wear them multiple times without having anything done to them. Great, great product, but it's an essential. And the other thing is, it's kind of like the gray pant. It's gonna go with all your coats. Some people say, well, that coat doesn't go with jeans. I say, well, that's fine. And you definitely can get more casual sport coats, which I love people to have. But at the same time, I wear most of my sport coats with my jeans. I love the look. If I'm gonna go to dinner, I'm gonna put sport coats on. Probably gonna wear jeans, nice pair of custom jeans, a nice custom shirt, and a sport coat. It just gives me a little bit of an edge. Also, it makes me feel good. Who doesn't feel good when they're dressed up and look appropriately attired? So, jeans, sport coats, they're essentials.